Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melanie and this is our budget life. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Remember to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate your support. Today I have my new monthly planner that I got from the Erin Condren Hello Kitty launch. And last time you saw me set up my debt trackers in the back in the notes section. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the month of August and I will use one of these notes pages to update our sinking funds. So I have printed new stickers. Now I did have this already set up in my bigger monthly planner, the 8.5 by 11. But because I did that at the time where my finger was still very sprained, the writing is pretty atrocious. So I decided I'm just going to redo it here, rewrite the totals, and then we're going to stuff some sinking fund cash envelopes. So we're going to do that afterwards. And then after we've done all that, I'm going to go ahead and set up the ones for September using washi and the sinking funds strip on one of the notes pages. And then at the very end, we are going to go back to the back of the book in the notes section. So right after these debt trackers, and we are going to set up these savings trackers that I have created. Now these are available in my shop, and all it is a mason jar with some lines to break up how much you're filling it in. It has the box here. It says the item or the category that you're saving for, what your goal total amount is, the date you start saving, and the date you reach your goal, and then the header that says savings tracker. So this is also available in my shop if you're interested, and I will link my shop down below so you can check it out. So if you're interested in seeing all of that, make sure you stay tuned. Alright, so like I said, first we are going to go ahead and set up the sinking funds in the month of August. So this is the August page, and I'm just going to go to this first note page. I will get this thick washi that is from my August budget kit, and it is specifically for the 7 by 9. And I'm just going to lay this down right here. And then I will put sinking fund header right on top of that. And then I'm going to put this. Oh no, I tore it. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay, let me do a bit of sticker surgery here. I can salvage this. All right. I'm going to put this end down first. This just goes to show you have to be very careful when you're pulling your stickers off the sticker sheet. Doesn't help that I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Alright, let's do this. We'll put this part down and then just connect this part the best I can. Right there. I think that looks perfect. You can't even tell. Alright, so we'll do that. Now, let me zoom you in. Before I put this bottom portion down, let me zoom you in. And we'll write down all the categories. We'll write down the amounts that we started with in August. And I do have my bigger book next to me. So we'll write down the amounts we had starting in August. And then we'll go into filling the cash envelopes with the money we have. We'll add it here and add the new totals. So give me a second to zoom you in and we'll get all that going. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and write the categories in order that I have them. So we have birthdays, And at the start of August, we had $80 in that category. Then we have our CAA membership. I don't know if they have CAA in the States, but CAA is essentially a car service where if, you pay a certain amount per year, and then if something happens while you're on the road, you get a flat tire or, your battery won't start, that kind of thing, they will come and help you out. Obviously, there's, limits, but it's good when you're kind of stranded. Car maintenance, we had a balance of 40. Then cell phones, and we were saving for a cell phone for my son. So the cell phone, we were at $80. And then Christmas, we were at $160. For clothing, we were at $80. For the CNE, and that is something that is specific to Southern Ontario. It's called the Canadian National Exhibition, and it's essentially like the equivalent to a state fair. And it usually happens for the month of August, or at least the last few weeks of August into Labor Day weekend. There's rides and, games and booths and arts and crafts and animals and everything, like a petting zoo, so it's pretty fun. Obviously, we didn't have that this year, but I am saving up for next year. Then we have competitions, and that is for both my daughters have either gymnastics or dance competitions. So we were at $60. For costumes, that's for the dance costumes. We are at $60 as well. Then we have family photos, which we're saving up for. We are going to do our family photos in October. And so far we had $50 saved. And haircuts, mostly for my husband and my son. They need to get haircuts at least once a month. We have $60 so far. Then Halloween, saving up for my kids' costumes and, for the treats and stuff that I'll be giving out. I mean, assuming that there's going to be trick-or-treating. I don't know how that's going to go. We have household, and that's for anything kind of miscellaneous around the house we may need. We did start with, we started the month with $0. We had already spent it. Then we have a kids envelope, and that's for, chores, the tooth fairy, that kind of thing. We were at $25. We have medical, and that is for anything that my benefits won't cover in terms of medication. It's really only one thing, and it's my husband's diabetic test strips that we have to pay up front, and then my insurance reimburses us, but to make sure I have it, I make sure I keep the money aside. Then we have our savings, and that is, or was at $95 at the start of August. School, that's anything school related, back to school supplies, school clothes, that kind of thing. We were at $60. My spending was at $35. Thanksgiving, that is, for dinner and stuff if I'm hosting. We were at $25. I feel like my numbers are going, they're going crooked, but that's okay. And then lastly, we have vacation, which we're not going anywhere anytime soon. we were at $100. So I'm going to go ahead and now put down this final strip at the bottom, which is for totals. All right, let me quickly add up these totals. All right, so the total for the start of August was $1,225. So now we're going to go ahead and add some money into our cash envelopes. Also, subtract anything that was taken out throughout the month of August, and then we will have our new balance. So I'm going to zoom you out a little bit for this part. All right, so for this part, I have my little, I don't know if this has a name. I bought it from Michael's. It's just a little kind of wallet thing with 6 rings, and I keep all of my cash envelopes, at least the ones that I'm currently using. I do have other cash envelopes for Valentine's Day, Easter, anniversary, that kind of thing, but since those aren't coming up anytime soon, I'm not saving for them yet. I don't keep them in here. I keep them separately. So and then I have my money here, so I'm just gonna put this aside. And I'm going to take the cash envelopes out that I need, keeping them in order. I do have, so this is my household kind of sheet. I haven't made an envelope for it yet, so it's just a separate sheet. And then I will separate my money. So I have my 20s. I have my 10s, and then I have my 5s. Alright, so here we go. First, we have birthdays. Now, birthdays, we did have my daughter's birthday this month, so that is all gone. So we are going to, let me use a red pen maybe. Where's my red pen? There you are. So we are going to take away the $80, and we're not going to add anything this month. So that leaves us with 0. So we're good there. I don't have any birthdays that I need to save for until January, so I'm okay so far. Then we have our CAA membership. We didn't take anything out. We haven't paid anything, but we are going to add $20 to this one this month. So put 20, and that will give us a balance of $100. So I'm going to take 5, 10, 15, 20, and let me add that. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So we have everything there. And I will take my little tracker out. So today is 08/28. And we're doing a deposit of $20. And there we go. So that one is done. Then we have car maintenance. Oh, it's leaving a line. I should be careful with that. So car maintenance, we didn't use anything. We are going to add another 20. That will give us a balance of 60. So let's take all of this out. And 08/28 deposit 20 for a total of 60. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All there. So we're good. So that's for car maintenance. I know it's not a lot for car maintenance. Ideally, I would like to have much more, but we're slowly working on it. All right, cell phone. We did get my son's cell phone, and we used the $80 for phone case and to kind of make a payment on the plan. So we are at 0 and we're not adding anything else to it. Then we have Christmas. We didn't take anything out, but we are going to add $50. And that will bring us to $210. So let me take this out. So 30, 50. Alright, so let's count this to make sure. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 2, 205, 210. So it's all there. So we're going to go 08, 28, deposit 50, and we are at 210. So doing good so far for Christmas. All right, next we have clothing. Clothing, we have $10 left. We did spend $70 on clothes for school. And we're not going to add anything right now, so I'm just going to leave that one. The CNE, we didn't add anything. We didn't take anything out, so we are still at $25. Put that one aside. Competitions, we were at 60. I'm going to go ahead and add another 20. So I'm going to take 2 10s. I will be going through my envelopes and taking out all of the 5s and going to the bank to exchange them because it's becoming a little bulky. But for now, we're going to leave it. So if I add another 20, let me do this. If I add another 20 to competitions, that should bring me to a total of 80. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. All there. So 08, 28, deposit 20, and we're at $80. So we're doing good on that for competitions. And next we have costumes. We were at 60. We didn't spend anything. We are also going to add another 20, which will bring us to $80. And same thing, I will be getting the $5 exchanged. So 20. So that should bring us to 80. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. All good. Let's just fill this out. 08, 28, deposit $20, so we're at 80. All right. I know this may seem like a long process to some of you, but you know, at the end of it all, it really ends up being worth it because then you have money saved up for things that you don't have to take out of your regular budget. For family photos, we have 50 saved up. I'm not going to add more today. I will probably add more in September to get the full balance for the photos in October. For haircuts, I am going to add just another 10, and that will bring us to 70. Actually, I lie. Hold on. I forgot. We spent some money. We got haircuts. My husband and my son got haircuts this month. So, I'm adding 10, but we also took out 20. So, we were left with 40. So, that should bring us to a total of 50. So, So if I add 10, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There we go. So 08, 28, deposit, add 10, so balance is 50. So that's for haircuts. Alright, then we have Halloween. Halloween, we obviously didn't spend anything yet. I am going to add another 10. So we will have a balance of 50. So here's 10. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All there. So write this in, $10, and the balance is 50. All right, we're getting there, almost done. All right, for the kids envelope, I said it is for, you know, things like chores and tooth fairies and stuff. We did end up having to spend $5 this month on the tooth fairy. So we are also now going to add another 10. Oh, sorry, I skipped over household. We're not adding anything to household. I'm just going to leave it at 0 for now. So for kids, we're adding 10, so that should bring us to a total of 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this is mostly for my daughters. They like to do little chores here and there. I mean, we have actual chores that everyone has to do as part of being, you know, a member in the family. So I don't pay my kids for that. But if they do extra little things, you know, above and beyond their regular chores, then I give them a little something just as an incentive. So let me move this because we're running out of space and you can't see what I'm writing. All right. Medical, we are leaving it at $70 and I'm not adding anything to that. This is my medical envelope. And all these envelopes, by the way, I made myself, so even these ones. Savings, we were at 95. No. Yeah, we were at 95 and I didn't spend anything from it. And we are adding another 10. Which will bring us to 105. So I'm going to go ahead and take this 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, and 5. So it is all there. 08, 28, deposit. $10. So 105 is the new balance. Oh, I want to do that. And put it back in here. All right, school, we had 60, and we spent all of it on different things for school. So I am going to put 60 here. We are, however, going to add another 40, just in case we need anything else before the start of the year. So I'm going to add this 40 right here. So 08, 28, deposit 40. And there we go. And then we have spending, which I had 35, and I did do some spending. I got some mini sanitizer bottles, empty ones that I can refill, and I bought big jugs of hand sanitizer to refill the bottles with. So I did spend $25 on that. And then I'm going to add $10. So I had 10 left. So that means I will have $20. I do have a couple gift cards in here as well, but I don't count that towards the total. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's that. 08, 28. Deposit 10. And balance is 20. Put that back in there. Alright, Thanksgiving, we didn't spend anything. We are going to add $10. And that will bring us to $35. So here's 10. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 08, 28, deposit 10. So we're at 35. All right, one more envelope is our vacation envelope. It's growing slowly, but it is growing. So here we didn't spend anything. We are going to add 20, which would bring our balance to 120. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's good. So total 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. So it is all there. So 08, 28, deposit $20. So we're at 120. And that is it for the cash envelopes for August anyway. I will go through this afterwards and add all of this up because I know it's going to be a long video already. So I'm just going to leave this as is, but this gives you a good idea of what we have saved so far. And like I said, this is really helpful so that, you know, things like family photos or Halloween or Thanksgiving, you don't want to have to take money out of your budget if your budget is already tight, because those things can get quite expensive. So if you save a little bit every pay or every month or so, eventually you have the money you need without having to sacrifice too much money from one paycheck. So, all right, so that's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up the sinking funds for September with our new totals. All right, so like I said, now we're going to set up the sinking funds for September. That way it's ready to go. I'm going to speed through this because all I'm doing is copying down the numbers, and then we will come back and move on to the next step. All right, now we have the sinking funds sheet all set up for September. Now what I want to do is go back to the notes section where we had our debt trackers. And like I said, I'm going to be adding some savings trackers. I just have 2 of them. There are only 2 big things that I want to track for now. Eventually I do want to track things like Christmas and everything, but since Christmas is a few months away, I don't want to start a jar right now. I will start it again in January after Christmas. So for now, I'm just going to add 2 of them. So I'm going to go right here. And actually, I will leave this page blank in case I do add any other debt. I hope I don't, but you never know. And I'm going to start right here. So I just kept these extra washi strips because I think, you know, it'll be helpful to have a bit of decoration at the top. Let's see. Do that. And I'll take this one. And oh, I broke my S. You guys, I keep breaking my stickers today. What's going on? Alright. Let's do this. Savings. Come on. Tracker. And we're going to put this down right here. And then all of this is stickers, so it's very easy to put down in your book. Oh, except I made it too tall. That might be a problem. I do this along the bottom of the page. Does go into that. Alright, there we go. I finally got it laid down. Now, the problem is I thought I had made these for my 8.5 and 11, or 8.5 by 11 book, which is why they're a little bit taller than usual, but you can make it fit as long as you put the jar down and then you put this down on top, or if you don't have the washi strip at the top. Other way, even if you have that, it still fits. Just a matter of making it work. Alright, so we have that one. And let me get this one down. And I'll do the same thing. This time I'll put the jar down. And then I will put the other strip on top. And it should fit just fine. So put savings without breaking it this time. And tracker. And then I'm going to put this down, starting right at the bottom of the page. And like that. And then we'll put this one right here. And I think that works out perfectly. Alright, so now that we have those down, I'm going to just go here and let me zoom you in for a second. Alright, so here I am going to have 2 savings, and the 2 categories I want to save for right now, let me get my sheet, is, so my actual savings, and so I should explain, my savings jar, this one, will be for my baby emergency fund, which is the $1,000 that Dave Ramsey recommends you have. So, recommends you have $1,000 in savings, which we already have. So, that will be that. Plus, I want to save approximately 1 month's worth of bills so that I can start getting ahead of my bills. So, my total goal is $4,000. So it's $1,000 baby emergency fund plus $3,000 for, you know, getting a month ahead. So date started, I did start this officially on January 1st, 2020. And date goal reach, well, that hasn't happened yet. So here I have 30 lines, and they are separated by 5. So you have 4 of the lines that are indented, and then 1 line that's longer. So that shows every 5 lines. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 lines to fill. So I'm going to take 4,000 divided by 30 lines. And that's about $133 per line. So I'm going to go ahead and add the numbers here, and then maybe we'll be able to color in some of these lines. Alright, so that took a little bit of time. So I got all of the numbers down. I went in increments of $133, and let's see, 3857 plus 133 equals $39.90. So my last payment here will have to be $143, but that's fine. So, like I said, we already have the $100 saved up. So I know that I have $1,000. I have the $1,000 emergency fund already saved up. And let's see, what did we have in savings at the start? So when I transferred everything over, oops. So savings, we had $105. So we technically have $1,105 saved up. So that means I'm going to take my mild liner, and so 1,064 is here, and then 1,197. So we don't quite have that. So I'm going to color all the way up to 1,064, and then maybe next month we can color up a line. So here we go. Alright, so there we go. We've colored in our jar for our savings. Now the next one is going to be our vacation jar. Vacation. And for that, I'm just going to put a $3,000 goal. And date started was the same. I just want to see how I wrote it. So January 1st. 2020. And for that, as of right now, we have, how much do we have saved for vacation? $120. So if we have $120 saved up, and this is $3,000, so I'm going to put the numbers down here, which will go up by 100. So 100. So I wrote in the numbers. Now we have $120 saved up. So that means down here we can only color in this bottom portion for $100. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so that is the start to our savings jar for our vacation. It's a small little dent, but at least it's something, right? Alright, so that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me zoom you out. So that's pretty much it for today's video. We have our savings trackers set up. we have our sinking funds listed for the month of September. We went over the sinking funds for August, so we're all good to go for the month of September. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gives you an idea of how you can set up your sinking funds and your savings trackers. As always, if you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them down below. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have. Again, please keep in mind I'm not a professional personal finance person. Everything I do is just things that I have learned from trial and error, from reading books like Dave Ramsey and everything, and watching YouTube videos like this one. So, yeah, I just try to do my best. So, again, if you like this video, remember to like it, please. It shows YouTube that you're engaged and it'll help my channel immensely. And remember to subscribe and click the notification bell because you don't want to miss any of my other videos. So I will see you in my next one. All right, everyone. Bye.